welcome back to the online family program coming to you from the Sunshine Coast Health Center. My name is Sarah, and this is part 2 in a 4-part series about personal authorship. So this week we're talking about how you can encourage your loved one in their personal authorship when they're starting something new, like a new job or schooling. And so this is really important when they first come back from treatment. Either they're re-engaging in what they did before, or they're starting something new, and it's important that they find some purpose and meaning in what they do. And the reason why that is because the best relapse prevention is having a feeling of meaning and purpose in one's life. And so it's important that they pick what they do. Now, this doesn't mean that they can't we can't expect them to do any kind of menial work. Of course we can. People find meaning and purpose in all kinds of work. You can think of examples of people working as a janitor and being very content and happy with their work and feeling like they're making a meaningful contribution. And opposing to that, you can think of people who are making millions in banking and miserable, right? So it doesn't really matter what you do. It more matters that you feel like it's meaningful in some way to you. So that's all about your interpretation and your attitude, and we work on that with people while they're here. So it's important, though, that it does come from them, and this has been a bit of a struggle in their life. I often hear about guys who say, "Oh, I've been working in this job forever and I'm miserable." And we say, "Well, why are you working in this job?" "Oh, well, my dad thought it was a good idea," or "my wife really liked the income," or any number of kinds of external reasons that were not personally very meaningful for them. And part of the reason why they've let other people kind of point their direction is because they didn't have a whole lot of self-awareness. So that's something that we work on with the guys when they're here, is to develop their self-awareness so that they can come up with their direction that follows from their own core values. And this way it'll be more meaningful for them. So, it's human to want to feel useful and purposeful. It's one of our core drives, and when we don't feel that way, we don't feel intrinsically motivated. And this is, I started talking about this last week, and this is really the key, is that intrinsic motivation, doing something that, we feel the pull towards it ourselves. We don't feel like we're trapped, and that we feel like we're the author of our own lives. And so, when your loved one is picking out some schooling or a job or whatever, keep this in mind, that the most important thing is that it's coming from them. So I hope that's helpful, and I'll be back again next week to talk about how to encourage authorship when going through tougher times, setbacks and negative consequences. So I hope to see you then.